Kenzei, styled Duran, was a native of Shanin in Kwaiji. Though born into poverty, he loved to study. He once worked as a hired laborer, but often borrowed books to read and never forgot what he learned. He was eloquent and bold. Sun Quan appointed him as an advisor, and he was on particularly good terms with Huang Gai. Knowing Kenzei's courage and talent for persuasion, Huang Gai asked him to write a false surrender letter. Kenzei readily agreed. A true man should achieve merit in life. How can I live in vain like the grass and trees? You risk your life for our Lord. How could I shrink from danger? Huang Gai was deeply moved and bowed in gratitude. Kenzei said, "There's no time to waste. I'll leave tonight." Huang Gai handed him the letter, already written. That night, Kenzei disguised himself as a fisherman and rowed a small boat toward the northern shore. Under the bright stars, he reached the Cao Army's river camp at the third watch of the night. Patrol soldiers seized him and reported to Cao Cao. Cao Cao asked, "Is he a spy?" The soldiers replied, "He claims to be Kenzei, an advisor from Eastern Wu, seeking urgent audience for a secret matter." Cao Cao ordered him brought in. The tent blazed with lamps. Cao Cao sat behind his desk and asked, "If you are truly an advisor from Wu, what brings you here?" Kenzei replied, "They say Chancellor Cao thirsts for talent, but from the way you question me, I see that reputation is exaggerated. Huang Gai, you have misjudged him." Cao Cao said coldly, "Wu and I are at war. You come uninvited. How can I not interrogate you?" Kenzei replied, "Huang Gai has long served the Sun family through 3 generations. Now he has been cruelly beaten by Zhou Yu for no reason and harbors great resentment. He wishes to defect to you and take revenge, and he sent me with this secret letter. We are like brothers. I came personally to deliver it. Will the Chancellor accept?" Cao Cao demanded, "Where is the letter?" Kenzei handed it over. Cao Cao read it carefully under the light. The contents were just as Kenzei had said. The letter read, "Though I, Huang Gai, have received deep favor from the Sun family, I can no longer remain loyal. The troops of the 6 eastern prefectures cannot match the millions of Central Plain soldiers. We are outnumbered and doomed. All the officers of Wu, wise or foolish, know this. Zhou Yu is young and arrogant, self-conceited, and insists on striking a stone with an egg. He monopolizes power, rewards unjustly, and punishes recklessly. I have been whipped without cause and cannot endure the humiliation. I hear the Chancellor values talent and welcomes all men of worth. I wish to surrender and atone through service. My ships, supplies, and men are prepared and ready to sail. I beg you not to doubt my sincerity." Cao Cao read the letter over and over, then suddenly slammed the desk in anger. "That old fox Huang Gai dares use a self-inflicted injury to deceive me. You dare mock me? Execute this liar." The guards dragged Kenzei out for beheading, but his face remained calm. He even burst out laughing. Cao Cao ordered him brought back. "I've seen through your trick. Why do you laugh?" Kenzei said, "I wasn't laughing at you. I laughed at Huang Gai for misjudging you." Cao Cao asked, "What do you mean?" Kenzei replied, "If you want to kill me, just do it. Why waste words?" Cao Cao said, "I've studied strategy all my life. I know every kind of deception. You think you can fool me?" Kenzei retorted, "Then tell me, what part of the letter do you think is false?" Cao Cao said, "If it's a true surrender, why doesn't it specify a time for action? Isn't that suspicious?" Kenzei sneered, "You call yourself learned? You are more foolish than I imagined. If you don't withdraw soon, Zhou Yu will capture you alive." Cao Cao Fowen, "You dare say I lack learning?" Kenzei replied, "You don't understand timing or human nature. Of course you lack learning. Cao Cao said. Then tell me where I am wrong. Kinzei said. You don't know how to deal with men, so my words are wasted. Just kill me. Cao Cao said. If you speak with reason, I'll spare you. Kinzei said. Haven't you heard? A traitor cannot fix a date. If the time is set and something goes wrong, the plan is exposed. The wise act by opportunity, not by appointment. You don't grasp this and would kill a loyal man unjustly. What ignorance! Cao Cao was taken aback, then stood and apologized. I misjudged you, sir. Please forgive me. Kinzei said, Huang Gai and I are truly sincere, loyal as a child to his parents. There is no deceit. Cao Cao was their lie. If you accomplish this, your rewards will surpass all others. Kinzei replied, We do this not for fame or fortune, but to follow heaven's will. Cao Cao hosted a banquet to honor him. Soon after, a messenger whispered in Cao Cao's ear. After reading the secret note, Cao Cao smiled. Kinzei thought, that must be Kai Zhong and Kai He's report confirming Huang Gai's punishment. Cao Cao now fully believes the letter. Cao Cao said, Please return to Wu and agree with Huang Gai on a signal. When he acts, I'll send troops to assist. Kinzei said, I've already severed ties with Wu. I cannot return. Please send another messenger. Cao Cao said, Others might leak the secret. Kinzei declined several times but finally agreed reluctantly. If I go, I'll return immediately. Cao Cao offered gold and silver, but Kinzei refused them all. He took his leave and sailed back to Wu, reporting everything to Huang Gai. Huang Gai said, If not for your wit, my beating would have been in vain. Kinzei replied, Now I must visit Gan Ning's camp to learn about Kai Zhong and Kai He. Huang Gai agreed. Kinzei arrived at Gan Ning's camp, where the general personally greeted him. Kinzei said, General, you were humiliated by Zhou Yu the other day for saving Huang Gai. I truly share your anger. Gan Ning smiled silently. At that moment, Kai Zhong and Kai He entered. Kinzei exchanged a glance with Gan Ning. Gan Ning immediately slapped the table and shouted, Zhou Yu is arrogant and despises us. I can't bear such humiliation. Kinzei whispered something to him. Gan Ning sighed deeply without replying. Kai Zhong and Kai He, thinking the two intended to defect, said, Why are you troubled? If you wish to defect to the Chancellor, we can help. Kinzei sighed. You wouldn't understand our pain. Kai He probed. Do you mean to defect to Cao? Ganz fijn surprise. Gan Ning drew his sword and shouted, Since you've uncovered our secret, we must kill you. The two men panicked. Don't. We're also Chao's undercover agents. Gan Ning fejknet astonishment. Truly. Both replied. We dare not deceive you. Gan Ning pretended to rejoice. Heaven helps us. Kai He said, We already informed the Chancellor about Huang Gai's punishment. Kinzei said, I also delivered Huang Gai's letter. I'm here to plan with General Gan Ning our joint surrender. Gan Ning said, Since we've found a wise ruler, we should serve him together. They drank and conversed joyfully. That night, Kai Zhong and Kai He sent a letter to Cao Cao, reporting that Gan Ning wished to defect. Kinzei wrote another secretly stating, Huang Gai will soon lead the fleet. The ship with the blue-toothed flag at its prow will be his. Cao Cao received both letters but still doubted. He summoned his advisors. Gan Ning and Huang Gai both claim they'll surrender. Can we trust them? Who will go to Wu to verify? Yangan voluntared. I failed last time. Allow me to redeem myself. Cao Cao was pleased and sent him immediately. When Jianggan arrived near Wu's camp, He sent word ahead. Zhou Yu, hearing of it, laughed. Perfect. My plan depends on him. He told Lu Su, fetch Pang Shiwan. Let him act as I instruct. Pang Tong, styled Shiwan, was then taking refuge in Jiangdong. Lu Su had once recommended him. Earlier, when Lu Su sought his advice on defeating Cao Cao, Pang Tong said, to defeat him, you must use fire. But the river is wide. If one ship burns, the rest may scatter. Unless you link the ships together with iron chains, the linked ship strategy, the fire attack won't work. Lu Su told Zhou Yu, who was amazed. Only Pang Tong can carry this out. Lu Su worried, but Cao Cao is suspicious. How can we make him fall for it? Zhou Yu had no answer, until he heard Jiang Gan was coming again. Delighted, he prepared the scheme with Pang Tong and waited. When Jiang Gan entered the camp, Zhou Yu didn't greet him, making him uneasy. Zhou Yu frowned. Jiang Gan, you've wronged me deeply. Jiang Gan smiled. We're old friends. I came to talk, not to offend. Zhou Yu snapped. You think I'll surrender? Never. Last time you came, you stole my letters, caused the deaths of Kai Mao and Zhang Yun, and nearly ruined my plans. Now you come again, surely with foul intent. Were it not for old friendship, I'd kill you at once. Take him to a small monastery in the West Hills. He'll go home after I defeat Cao. Jiang Gan was dismayed. That night, under starlight, he walked outside and heard someone reciting military classics inside a thatched hut. Peering in, he saw a dignified man reading by lamplight, a sword hanging beside him. He knocked. The man came out and introduced himself. I am Pang Tong, styled Shiwan. Jiang Gan exclaimed. The young phoenix himself? Pang Tong smiled. Indeed. Jiang Gan was overjoyed. I've long heard of your genius. Why hide here? Pang Tong sighed. Zhou Yu is arrogant and jealous of talent. I prefer solitude. Jiang Gan said, I am Jiang Gan. They talked pleasantly. Jiang Gan said, with your brilliance, you'd be honored anywhere. If you come with me to Cao Cao, I'll recommend you. Pang Tong smiled. I've long wanted to leave Wu. Since you invite me, let's depart tonight before Zhou Yu notices. That night they sailed north together to Chao's camp. Cao Cao personally greeted Pang Tong and treated him as an honored guest. Zhou Yu scorns the wise and ignores good advice. I've heard of your fame, please instruct me. Pang Tong said, let me first inspect your forces. Cao Cao took him through the land camps, which Pang Tong praised. Magnificent. Even Sun Wu and Wu Qi could do no better. Then they toured the navy. 24 divisions of ships lined in perfect rows. Pang Tong smiled. Your command is unmatched, Chancellor. Zhou Yu is finished. Cao Cao was elated and held a banquet. Pang Tong spoke brilliantly, and Cao Cao admired him greatly. Feigning drunkenness, Pang Tong suddenly said, do you have a good physician? Cao Cao asked. Why? Pang Tong replied, your sailors must often fall ill. Cao Cao sighed. Indeed, they suffer from seasickness. Do you have a remedy? Pang Tong said, the river's waves and winds make northern soldiers ill. If you link 30 or 50 ships together with iron rings, lay planks between them so men and horses can walk as on land, it will steady them. No more sickness or danger from wind. Cao Cao was their lie. Brilliant. A divine plan. He ordered blacksmiths to forge chains and link the ships at once. The soldiers felt more secure than ever. A later poem says, at Red Cliffs, flames consumed the river plain. Plans within plans brought victory's gain. Had Pang Tong not changed ship to ship, could Zhou Yu's fame have risen to reign? Pang Tong then said, Many in Wu resent Zhou Yu. I can persuade them to surrender, leaving him isolated. Cao Cao said, if you achieve that, I'll make you one of the 3 excellencies. Pang Tong said, I seek not riches, only peace for the people. Please spare the innocent. Cao Cao said, I act for heaven's justice. Why would I kill without cause? Pang Tong requested a proclamation to protect his family. Cao Cao asked, where do they live? In a riverside village, Pang Tong replied. Cao Cao granted it and handed him the document. Pang Tong said farewell. Please act soon before Zhou Yu discovers.
Cao Cao agret.
As Pang Tong reached the riverbank to board a boat, a man in a Taoist robe and bamboo hat blocked his way. Bold one. Huang Gai uses the self-injury ruse, convey the false letter. And now you offer the change ship plan. When the fire comes, you'll all perish. You may fool Cao Cao, but not me. Pang Tong was terrified, his soul almost fled his body. A poem concludes, say not the southeast alone holds men of might, nor that the northwest lacks wisdom's light. Who this man is you shall soon see. In the next chapter, his name revealed will be. Summary. This chapter interweaves 3 brilliant schemes: the feigning injury, the false surrender letter, and the linked ship stratagem. Huang Gai endures a whipping to win Cao Cao's trust. Kinzei risks his life and tongue to persuade the warlord. Zhou Yu then uses Jianggan's visit to let Pang Tong convince Cao Cao to chain his ships together, laying the groundwork for the coming fire attack. These maneuvers display the intelligence and daring of Eastern Wu, foreshadowing the decisive victory at Red Cliffs. Knowledge points. 1. Kinzei, styled Diran, was indeed a historical figure recorded in records of the 3 kingdoms Sengguozi, as a talented envoy under Sun Quan. However, the episode of the false surrender is fictional. Romance of the 3 Kingdoms dramatizes him as part of Huang Gai's ruse, adding a tense verbal duel with Cao Cao. 2. Neither Sengguozi nor Ziji Tongjian mentions the link ship plan. Historically, Cao Cao's own navy tied ships together voluntarily to reduce seasickness, not because Pang Tong deceived him. The fire attack at Red Cliffs was real, but not caused by this stratagem. 3. Jianggan was a real aide of Cao Cao, but there's no record of his espionage mission to Wu or of stealing letters that caused the deaths of Kai Mao and Zhang Yin. This subplot is entirely fictional, adding drama and irony. 4. Pang Tong's appearance is also anachronistic. He did not participate in the Battle of Red Cliffs. His involvement with Liu Bei came later. Luo Guanzhong advanced his debut here to highlight the intellectual contest that defined the Red Cliffs narrative.